An agent's context window fills up and old facts fall out. How does it actually remember? A bigger context window feels like the answer, but it is not memory, it is just a larger disk. Everything still gets swept off when the conversation grows. Real agents need to carry facts across sessions, days, and restarts. That requires memory as a deliberate system, not a side effect of a long prompt. The mechanism separates two tiers borrowed straight from how an operating system manages memory. Working memory is what fits in the prompt right now. Long-term memory lives in an external store, usually a vector database, that the agent searches on demand. Between turns, the agent decides which facts are worth keeping and writes them back to the store so it can retrieve them long after they have left the prompt. Here is why that matters in one small story. On the first turn, the user mentions they are vegetarian and allergic to peanuts. The agent extracts those two facts and writes them to long-term memory scoped to that user. 2 weeks and many conversations later, they ask for a recipe. The agent retrieves those facts and quietly avoids meat and peanuts. That continuity is what makes an assistant feel like it actually knows you. Each turn has a read half and a write half. First, search memory for facts relevant to this message and build them into the prompt. Then, after replying, extract new salient facts and write them back. The important word is upsert, not append. Good memory tools add, update, or delete so the store stays a clean set of current facts, not an ever-growing transcript. The subtle risk is that memory you never curate becomes a liability, not an asset. If you write facts back without checking them, one wrong or outdated statement can persist and mislead the agent for months, long after it stopped being true. Systems like Zep add a time dimension with a temporal knowledge graph, tracking when a fact was true so it can expire instead of haunting every future conversation. Picture memory as nested tiers. The small hot core is the working context in the prompt. Around it sits the session, and around that, the large, durable, long-term store. The agent's real job is moving the right facts inward from the big cold store into the small hot prompt at exactly the right moment. Not every agent needs a memory system, so match it to the job. A one-shot task is best left stateless. Memory would only add risk. A single multi-turn session is fine with the conversation history itself as memory. You only need a real long-term store when the agent must remember a person across days and sessions. Reach for it deliberately because it brings the poisoning risks we just discussed. The ecosystem converged on 3 kinds of memory borrowed from cognitive science, and they are stored differently. Episodic memory holds specific events like what happened in a past conversation. Semantic memory holds durable facts like a user's preferences or a company's policies. Procedural memory holds learned skills, the how-to steps an agent has figured out and should reuse. Most systems lean heavily on semantic, retrieving facts, but the richest agents use all 3. Naming which type you need clarifies the design. A fact goes in semantic memory and can be updated, while an event goes in episodic memory and is usually kept immutable. Let us see the 3 types working together in a real product. A customer support copilot keeps a semantic profile for each customer, their plan, their preferences, their known issues, and an episodic log of past tickets it can pull up when a related problem returns. Every memory is strictly scoped to one customer, so nothing bleeds across accounts, and time-sensitive facts expire on their own. That combination is what makes the copilot feel informed instead of creepy or wrong. Memory is powerful and it fails quietly, so treat it with care. Append every message forever and search soon returns mostly junk. Never expire anything, and a fact that was true last year keeps steering answers today. The most dangerous bug is unscoped memory, where one person's data surfaces in another's chat. Always scope by user, curate on write, and give facts a shelf life. You do not have to invent a memory layer. Several good ones exist. Mem0 Zep, and Letta give you managed long-term memory. Underneath, they sit on a vector store like pgvector, Qdrant, or Redis that you may already run. And if you are already in LangGraph or LlamaIndex, both ship memory modules you can adopt without adding a new service. So what is Mem0? It is an open-source memory layer that gives agents persistent, long-term memory. Rather than appending forever, it intelligently adds, updates, and deletes facts, and it stores them in a vector database behind a very small API. Zep and Letta are the main alternatives, with Zep adding a temporal graph for fact expiry. Mem0 turns long-term memory into essentially a 2-method API. Add a fact scope to a user, then search it later. The library handles the extraction, the updates, and the deduplication under the hood, so you avoid the append forever trap. Notice the user ID on both calls. That scoping is your first line of defense against memory bleeding between people. Memory quality is measurable too, so keep it on a dashboard. The retrieval hit rate tells you whether the right fact is actually recalled when it matters. The stale fact rate and the raw growth of the store warn you when curation is falling behind. And one metric is non-negotiable. Cross-user leakage must be exactly zero. If it is ever not, that is a stop-the-line incident, not a tuning opportunity. Let us gather the 4 essentials of agent memory. First, separate the working memory in the prompt from a long-term store you search. Second, curate on write, adding, updating, and deleting instead of appending forever. Third, scope every memory to a user and let stale facts expire. And fourth, use the 3 memory types together: episodic events, semantic facts, and procedural skills. Memory is what makes an agent feel like it knows you. Curated carelessly, it is also how an agent quietly starts getting you wrong. The one-line answer? Finally, how do agents and tools talk to each other safely across vendors? Protocols and governance are next.